am a huge chocolate lover. It's not so great when it's laced with a bunch of sugar. A good thing about this chocolate snack is that it's high in protein, and it also gives me that antioxidant rush, and it gives me a nice peak in my dopamine when I have this. I tend to have this chocolate snack in the morning with my coffee because I get a little bit of the antioxidants from the coffee combined with the cocoa. So with this, I'm going to show you a quick and easy snack that really will give you a burst of joy in the day. And it also will help you towards your goals if you're looking at body recomposition. I try to go for a gram of protein per pound of body weight, ideal body weight that is, so I shoot for 135 grams of protein a day. And that has successfully changed my body comp from what I felt like was a little flabby to getting down to that lean muscle. So here we go with this recipe, and I'm really excited to share it with you. What I do is I take molds, typically seasonally. As you can see here that I've got some Halloween ones that I do. I got some for Valentine's or really any time. I also have some Easter molds. I like to make it fun because I like to put this chocolate in my lunchbox, and it's just a nice little daily perk. So what I do first is I get good quality chocolate. Now I'm in Germany, so it may look different for me, but what signifies good quality chocolate? Research shows that you really should be getting at least 80% of dark chocolate. You can see if you look at Hershey's dark chocolate, it's not even 40%. So please don't use that, folks. When I look at the ingredient profile, I like to make sure that it has the cocoa first. So cocoa or cocoa butter. Now that's a little bit different when you go to the EU versus US, but try to get your cocoa first and try to make sure sugar is either the second or third ingredient. That means you've got a good quality source of chocolate. Now I like to mix things, so right here I've got 82% and 85. I've even got a 90. So I mix all of these together to make one big hodgepodge of antioxidant-rich chocolate that's melted. So my first step here is just to get out your chocolate and break it up into chunks and put it in a bowl that you're going to be okay microwaving. So you can see here I got my chocolate. Now I typically will microwave my chocolate in 30-second increments, but this is 60 seconds right now, and you can see that it is not by any means fully melted, but it's just starting to melt, and there's enough heat energy in there to actually just get it started. So then you can just do a little mixing here just to make sure that it's melted enough. And if you feel like you need to pop it back in the microwave, do another 30 seconds. But if you do it too fast and too much intense duration, you will notice that the chocolate might start to burn. So just be easy on your chocolate, a slow heating up. And just don't be afraid to keep stirring it because the bowl will be hot. Now, what I like to do, which has been really helpful, is stick the molds in the freezer so that when they come out and you start putting the chocolate in them, it automatically starts to harden. All right, now I've got my chocolate fully melted, as you can see, and it is smooth and creamy here. I chose to use a 90% for this recipe. Like I said, you can mix and match however you want. I wouldn't go below 80%, but if you do decide that you've got some extra chocolate that you just want to mix in and it's lower than 80%, throw it in and add 100% in with it. Like, you can balance out the ratios. It'll all come out based on the averages of the percentage of the cocoa quality that you put in here. So now the next step is a really fun part. Now, I am not a paid advertisement for Levels, but I'm just gonna say that I use Levels grass-fed whey protein. That's because it is simple, it's pure. This is unflavored. You could use flavored. If Levels comes out with a flavored version, it's usually flavored with stevia. So what I like to do is I like to start saturating this with unflavored protein powder. Now I do this as much as this little bowl can handle. So I'm gonna start with 2 scoops. And there you go. You can kind of see it starting to come together here. The intent of this is that you are trying to saturate the chocolate with as much protein as it can hold. And that is because these little chocolate bites are going to be protein-packed goodness. And that's gonna help you get to your goal of higher grams of protein every day. Not only is it good for you to have that lean muscle mass, it's also good for your brain. So I like to look at this, and when it gets to like a brownie batter kind of consistency, then it is ready to be put in the molds. Now, I've calculated this out, and when you take a like little teaspoon scoop, if you've really saturated it, you're getting almost a gram of protein for like a bite. Imagine that. It is high protein here, folks. And for me, chocolate is a necessary, non-negotiable joy. And this allows me to pack protein into my chocolate. Now, if you really have an interesting palate and you like some diversity, you like some of that sweet and salty, I like to use a little sea salt, and I plug that in as well. Now be careful, if your chocolate bar already has sea salt, that can make things a little funny. But yeah, pop some sea salt in, and then all you do is you just place the chocolate in the molds. And as you place the chocolates in the molds, as you can see, it's not perfect here. But what I'm gonna do after I have this fully populated with chocolate, I'm gonna insert it into the freezer for about 5-10 minutes. You can check on it, and then usually 10 is more than enough. And when you get it out, simply pop the chocolate out and enjoy. Now here's the fun part, we can reap what we sow. We've got these chocolates now out of the fridge. It was only 5 minutes and they're hardened. And then you just go ahead and pop one out. You got a little heart here. It's a great snack. You have the power of protein all in your hands. So enjoy one with me and have a wonderful day. And if you found this recipe helpful, stay tuned for more tips to beautifully engineer your life, because you can be healthy and still have fun with your food.